Hello everybody, and welcome back to some Skyrim Special Edition. So picking up where we left off, we're going to try and finish all the locations on the map, in the Rift, and on the map, I guess. So the first thing we're going to do is unlock Golden Glow Estate, but that is 100% a Thieves Guild quest location, so that is all we are going to do, and the only reason we did it right now was because it happened to be right there. So yeah. Like I said, we're going to try and clear the rest of the locations, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. We don't have that many left, so we should be good to get them done in this part, at least. Presuming none have like a huge quest or interior or something inside of it. So our first place that we're going to is Autumn Shade Clearing. Oof, with a Spriggan and a lot of angry animals. Also, I did get rid of all of my miscellaneous stuff. As you can see, my weight is down to 84. Took me quite a bit of selling. I also did make some more potions, so my alchemy has increased to like 86. But that's about it, and I still have almost 200 chorus eggs because of those couple of Felmer caves that we went through there, where I was picking up every chorus egg there was, which is ridiculous. But yeah, that's more or less Autumn Watch Grove or whatever it was called. Now I think there is a little bit extra somewhere around here, but I don't remember exactly where. But it should be close by because I think it's considered part of this location, even though it really isn't. I don't know. Anyway, there's a Dwemer altar around here somewhere that you can investigate. It does have one of those convectors that you can use for the quest, but for the most part, that's I mean, once again, you don't need to find more than one of those, right? So anyway, next stop is a farm, or we should have a quest, where we have found the quest item fucking forever ago and just have been carrying it around because it won't let us get rid of it. Which I guess is good. I mean, but anyway, here we are at Merryfair Farm.
Careful with those flames, unless you plan on torching something.
Oh, actually, where are you? Oh, there you are.
Who in the name of Azura are you?
You've had trouble with thieves? I don't know why I would know that, but...
Are you kidding me? We're all alone out here, except for a few guards who couldn't give a damn about us. We make easy pickings for thieves looking to steal everything we worked so hard for. Not only did they take my bow, but they took all of our coin as well. Nothing's sacred to these people.
What happened to your bow?
A few days ago, some thieves from Riften broke in here and stole it. Can you imagine? Took the only thing of value we had. If you have the guts to head into the Ratway and get my bow back, I'll pay you what I can.
No need. It's right here.
That's it. That's my bow. I don't know how you got it back, and I don't want to know. Frankly, I don't even care. I'm just so glad to see it again. Here, this is all I can afford to give you as compensation. Hope it's enough.
Draven's bow removed. A diamond and flawless gems. Yeah, I think that's enough.
In war. I should have stayed in Morrowind.
So yeah, anyway, that's it. I mean, you can obviously end up here with like animal extermination quests and stuff like that, but that's more or less the only thing there. And obviously, you know, we already had it on us, so. Alright. Oh, Relina, you silly sausage. Oh, get your lazy ass up, dude. Berries. Alright, So anyway, next farm on our list. And I think the last farm. And then we've unlocked every farm on the map. With a glitchy cow. Oh, and a dragon. But anyway, this is Snowshod Farm. The only quest you can really do here is your basic farm work. You can, I don't think it's coming down to fight. It's a revered one, though. But yeah, you can harvest the crops and sell it, which does technically help you become Thane, but that's more or less it. Now let's see. Tower over here is Darklight. Crystal Drift Cave. Lost Tongue Overlook. So, should we go here? I mean, I don't think it really matters. It doesn't look like any of these locations are particularly up, and the thing we need, I think, is further south in the mountain. Oh! Oops. Teach me to turn as I'm swinging my axe. Oh, there it is. Alright, so we need to go that way, which would... Unfortunately. Because I think that the horse would make it easier, because they do tend to climb. Ooh, right in the mouth. Oh, we got an eye instead of a tooth this time. Alright. Let's get up on the horse. See if we can scale this mountain with it. Because we need to get to that symbol there, which are some ruins. Horses. I don't know what makes them able to do this so well. But it is fucking crazy. Oh, it looks like we'll have a wisp mother to deal with here. The ruins of Arkhand. Oh, she made it up too. With her horse, maybe? Hello, little wisps. And there we go. Takes care of her, as I see that her... these wisps got stuck in the ground. There was a witch here at some point. No, I don't... Yeah, some glow dust from the cores. I don't know why these witches are naked. Although that is a thing witches are known to do, so... Oh, I think I only saw 3 lights. But yeah, these are the ruins of Arkhand. It looks like we're supposed to come at it from that direction, so maybe from Darklight Tower it would have... there would have been an actual path, but... who needs a path when you have a horse? Okay, so that is another location cleared. This might actually end up being a... Oh, you actually get here from the... when you get to the top of Darklight Tower, you can get to the path that leads here. But anyway, Lost Tongue Overlook. Oh, there is actually... Okay, let's go back to the Shadowstone. Because there is actually a couple more locations here. In fact, one of them isn't even showing up on the compass, but that's fine because it is a quest location. So it may not exist until we get there. This be a good place to start from, or would maybe Broken Helm Hollow? It looks fine to me. Probably, I don't know. Let's see. We're going. We're gonna start over here. That seems more like a. Seemed like Yeah? You want to bet? Anyway. You guys were, the worst part is if you guys had just left me alone, you wouldn't have died. So, to be fair, that's a lot of enemies, I feel, in Skyrim, where it's like, if you had just fucked off, you would be alive right now. I mean, because otherwise I would have had no reason to. Also, I can't seem to find this place. Did I misspell something? I did. There we go. It looks like maybe there's a path to the left of here. Maybe this, and then up at some point right here. Ah, you gotta be shitting me. Bears, man. You know what? Actually, if there's a path, I'm not gonna bother with the horse because there does seem to be a path. Ooh, what is this? Oh, cool. So this is actually a. This will actually be a big quest one, which is cool. And it doesn't ring a bell, so it's not one that I do very often, but based on its location, that's not really much of a surprise. Because I do tend to stay out of the locations that are all up in the mountains. As they do tend to be fairly annoying to get to and into and to move around them. Even that, like, why can't I walk through that window? I mean, I could squeeze through there. Like, I couldn't walk straight in like I was trying to do, but it's not like I really have an option to turn my character or anything. Well, that person definitely shouldn't have slept there. Alright. Hello, hello.
You there. As an officer of the Imperial Legion, I require your assistance to complete my mission.
What mission?
The General has sent me to obtain a powerful weapon for the war effort. This was the last great bastion of the dragon cult, and their leader's mask was reported to be quite powerful.
What can you tell me about the dragon cult?
They were among the first men to arrive from Atmora, and they worshipped certain animals as avatars of the gods, dragons being foremost. And for their bloody sacrifices, the dragons gifted their priests with terrible power. But their cruelty was too great for men to bear, and they rose up in what would be called the Dragon War, and the cult swept from the land.
Okay. What can you tell me about
It
Forelhost?
seems that after the strength of the cult was broken in the Dragon War, a last contingent came here to create a stronghold and regroup. King Harold's forces crushed stragglers here during the First Era, and it has been haunted ever since. But the specifics of the siege are unclear.
Now, General Tullius never mentioned you. I don't know why he would have. So if it will help the cause, I guess.
Very good. The research I've done seems to indicate that Scorm Snowstrider left part of his journal here after laying siege. I believe it should indicate how to enter the blocked off sections of the stronghold.
Okay. So whether or not this guy's actually part of the Legion, who knows? But I mean,
I should warn.
we're going in either way, so
Still here.
it's not like it realistically makes a difference. But yeah, this seems like it's going to be a rather large set of ruins. I mean, there's more Imperial soldiers. I don't know what that... I feel like that person had a name before I killed them. Which is a weird phrase to say. It's like, do you think that person had a name, before I murdered them? Because, I mean, in general, that answer would be yes. But, I mean, the question that only in video games could that answer be no. Well, I guess in real life, you could theoretically have a person who never got a name. I mean, nobody ever named them, but... Dragon cultist, I see. That's probably what the other one said then. It doesn't look like they're going to have anything for me, though, which is a little unfortunate, but, whatever. I mean, that's a really expensive Warhammer, but I'm not picking that up because it's also a very weighty one. Okay, so I have to assume that the marker on my map, that one, that doesn't require me to change screens, is the notebook, and then it'll have clues to puzzles that will come across later. I mean, this looks like one of those hallways that should have the axis swinging back and forth, but I guess... Oh, well, speaking of which... Also clearly not a pressure plate or a trap, but somehow just knew I was close by. Nice, lockpicking. 47. I've almost got another level up. I don't know if I have anything to spend the skill point on, but... Oh, but now here's a Stormcloak soldier. So that guy, by the way, the guy out front, he is whatever faction you're a part of. So, like, if we had joined the Stormcloaks, he would have shown up as a Stormcloak guy. What happens if you're not either of them, I don't know. I would imagine, considering that we're in the Rift, it would probably be a Stormcloak guy. Now, whether or not we have to kill him before we leave... Oh, he was there. I'm not sure. Stop blocking me. And just die. Hey, let's see. How... Oh my lord. Alright, at the command of Lord Herald, swept our company to the south edge of the territories and attempt to drive the Snow Elves up north to the main host of his forces. The first few days met with heavy resistance, but as we approach the eastern edge of Lake Honeth, we have seen little and less of them. Gundar received reports of attacks back around Lake Honeth, and word has come from the front that we should pull back to be sure we are not leaving our rear exposed. If there is a stronghold of elves here, we will surely root them out. It sounds impossible, but we appear to have stumbled upon a massive holdout, the Dragon cultists, who are believed to be wiped out during the Dragon War. The elves must wait, as this is a threat we cannot ignore. If we are quick, we may be able to catch them unaware and avoid a lengthy siege. Third week of the siege, the men grow restless with the cold and all miss their families. If that blasted storm hadn't caught us off guard and slowed our ascent, we might have taken the monastery. But as it stands, we may be in for several more weeks of pounding on their walls. Sent word to Herald to send one of the voice masters to help bring down the wall. We brought down their main gate thanks to the young voice master, but the brash lad took an arrow in the neck in the process. Seems he'll be joining the 8 and Sovereign Guards soon. The cultists have fallen back to the interior of the monastery, but soon enough we will breach those defenses. The sooner the better. It's too blasting cold on this mountain. We entered the monastery today only to find all inside dead. It appears they purposely caved in the stairway to their refectory and then took their own lives. Some appear to have slit their own wrists, while others we found with empty vials. Most appear to be poisoned, but oddly, there are not as many empty bottles as one would expect by the number of dead. We shall hold up here overnight rather than face the cold, and explore the catacombs in the morning to see if we can find another passage to the upper areas. Oh my god. We're almost there. May the 8 protect us from dragons and madmen. We lost half our remaining men today. We discovered a well in the catacombs locked but with several buckets already filled, and in their excitement for a drink that didn't risk frostbite on their tongue, 2 drank before we could stop them. Gods only know how these cultists could use that horrible poison in their own water supply. We've lost more men to this catastrophe than we did taking the courtyard. The well was locked from this side, and the key must be somewhere in the catacombs, but with the ghosts of the dead cultists and the men demoralized, it just isn't worth the search. Let those godforsaken cultists drink their way to oblivion and be done with it. The upper door in the courtyard has some sort of barrier over it, and our mages believe that the sacrifice made here will sustain it for decades at least. We leave this accursed place tomorrow to regroup and push up north, but I will leave this journal so that in an age or so, when the poison is faded, someone may find a way to be sure the cultists met their due fate. Alright. That was a lot of reading for no help on future puzzles, assuming there are any. So all that basically told us, outside of the obvious, lore, was that there is a locked well somewhere that we will need a key for. Which isn't super useful. Okay, and that some of them... Now, to be fair, it said that there wasn't as many vials as cultists, but if whatever they drank immediately let them become spirits to protect the place, they could very well have, drank it, died, came back as ghosts, and then just killed the rest. I mean, maybe they were trying to save on poison since they dumped a bunch of it into the water supply. Okay. Now, God, I really don't know where to go with this, because, we got... I mean, I know that there was a pathway earlier that we didn't go down. And the fact that getting the journal said was optional, I mean, I feel like the other path was the way to not get the journal. But it would be weird to be able to go this far with the other way not being a dead end. But at the same time, it would be weird for getting the journal to be optional if it was along the way, Like, they either wouldn't have mentioned the journal or mentioned it and not marked it with a quest marker. Like, the fact that it was marked leads me to believe that it was in fact optional, but at the same time, we've gone way too far now for me to believe that without checking. Now, if we're lucky, the other path will just lead back into those rooms we were just in. I could very easily see that happening. Okay, so here we are. That way is closed because that's how we'll come back. Okay, so no, this was just a straight up dead end. Okay. So yeah, then the path that you have to take leads you right past the thing, which once again, I guess still makes it optional because you could just walk by it and not pick it up, but... Oh, Berlina got nicked by an axe. But it's still very weird that they take you right past the optional objective, because normally the optional objective is at least a little bit out of your way, Like, it may not be like a huge trip out of your way or anything, but it's still generally a little ways out of the way. But in this case, it's like right fucking there. I mean, there's really no reason not to pick it up. Now, whether or not you want to read it, I don't... How much health are you? Not that much. Normally, if I can see her health bars, because she's really wounded, but... No, that's not bad. Okay, the hell was all that noise? Knocking stuff off the shelves there, Brilina? Did you hear me talking last part about how we're going to have to send you away soon? Oh, that's a ghost. Ugh, weird. I guess this was their sink. in there. I feel like if they're in a bed like that they couldn't be a Draugr. Because, like, Draugrs for the most part, they look like they've been mummified. Because there is a difference between somebody being mummified and somebody just turning into a skeleton after they're dead. Like the mummification process does, in fact, do stuff to them. All these fucking Fus Rodas, man. Hate them. Hate them all. Soul gem fragments, gold. Yeah, there we go. Penny Pincher, my character is. All my characters that I ever play are. Now let's check upstairs first. Another pressure plate, but obviously not going to hit that. Chest here, very obvious trap in front of it. Worth 5 gold inside. Good God. You know, I know why people get annoyed at the Skyrim treasure chests now. I mean, well, not now, I always knew. I do get it, because like that was a trap chest. Now granted, it was an apprentice lock trap, and it was a fairly obvious trap, I feel. Like, yeah, you could miss that it's a trap, but odds are you're not going to. Is this where we came through? It must be. Yeah. But it's like 5 gold, really? Because, like, and like the main thing about it is, like, who the fuck put 5 gold in there? Well, some Imperials made it a little bit further. Ebony dagger on there. Where the fuck is that? Oh. Here, fucker. Where the hell did you come from? I was just looking down there and you were not there. You know, apparently there was some kind of bug you could do with an Amulet of Talos to give yourself just like infinite shouts. Where you could just shout. You know? I don't remember what it is. This is that door we saw before, right? Yeah, right? Yeah, because there's that. Okay. But I don't remember what it was. It was some way where you could just like equip a bunch of them at the same time or something.
Huh?
But either way, I don't use my shouts nearly enough to have ever used that glitch. I mean, to be fair, with that glitch, you could go through the entire game just with your shouts. I mean, like, I don't use them because they're not, I don't know, I just don't find them strong enough to bother with usually, but yeah, whatever. Okay, so there's a master lock gate. Can I shut these off at all? Oof.
Thanks.
Yeah, well, you kind of needed it. So there's a master lock gate here, which would obviously take us... Well, I guess not necessarily obviously, but I'm guessing would take us to the end of it. Well, you know what? I'm going to try and just remember that it's there. And we'll move on. And then once we reach the end, if that's not where we come out, or if we don't get a key for it or something, then we'll come back and pick the lock. But since it's a master level lock, I'd rather not right now. So I've talked about the game a few times now, Ni no Kuni 2. I did finally get the Platinum Trophy in it the other day. It's not a hard Platinum Trophy to get by any means. I mean, there are a few sections that can be a little difficult. But overall, as far as trophies and that go... See, though, now that says that it's barred from the other side, which leads me to believe that that's going to be where we come out, not the well. But I guess that doesn't necessarily mean that we won't get the key for the well somewhere else. But yeah, my last trophy was just like a very grindy one. Like, it didn't have... Like, it wasn't like defeat this boss or this optional boss or do this. It was just like whenever you're fighting, there's one little thing with you that can throw out these orbs. And he has 3 different orbs he can throw out. I think just 3. One will heal you a little bit. One will restore your magic a little bit. And then the last one he can throw out can awaken you, which will basically give you infinite mana or infinite magic for a short period of time. Raise your attack, raise your defense. Like, it's just super good. And my last achievement was to have that happen 50 times. And by the time I had finished the game, I was at 40, I think, 42 or something. It was around 40 anyway. And the unfortunate thing is there was a few times during the game where, like, because it's just, I don't know if it's like it's based on time spent in combat or whatnot, or like how the battle seems to be going. But like him throwing out that specific orb. Oh, where the fuck did you come from? Seemed to be pretty random. Sorry, Braylina, you should have moved. So yeah, it was that was my last trophy. So it ended up just me running through the one dungeon repeatedly, but instead of hitting anything, I would run so that I would get into combat. And then I would just stand there as my other 2 characters fought, because you control one of 3 characters in the fight. Which character you control and who you have with you are completely up to you, though. But either way, you can only control one of them at a time. And yeah, so it was just me standing there trying to dodge attacks, because even though I wasn't actually hitting anybody, every once in a while one of the enemies would just be like, you know what, fuck this guy, and just come after me anyway. I know I said I didn't want to pick the other Master Lock, but that's because I still hold out hope that there's a key for that, whereas I have zero doubt that there is no key for this specific chest. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. Now I need something else fun to play on my PlayStation, because I've got the Platinum Trophy and everything that I'm going to get the Platinum Trophy for that I own. Actually, I think the only 2 Platinum Trophies on my PlayStation that I don't have are No Man's Sky and Uncharted 4, if I'm not mistaken. I think those are the only 2 games that I own on the PlayStation without the Platinum Trophy for them. And now that I own No Man's Sky on my Xbox, odds are I'm never going to get the Platinum on PlayStation. But I have been thinking of playing Bloodborne again. I mean, I restarted Dark Souls 2 recently, because I wanted to play some Souls game, and that's my favorite one that I own. Well, it's my favorite one, period. Really?
Enjoy your last breath.
But yeah, I've been thinking about replaying that, but I might buy the new Horizon Forbidden West that just came out, because I did enjoy the last Horizon. I heard this one. Well, I don't know. It's like the normal internet thing where you have the people saying that it's the best thing ever, and then the other ones saying that it's just trash, and the truth is somewhere in between, or mixed in somewhere with it. And for the most part, based on like the zero punctuation review that I watched, I would definitely enjoy the game. Oh, good Christ, how many Death Lords were there? Seems like there was more Death Lords than regular fucking Draugr in the back in the day when all these assholes got buried. But yeah, I mean, and based on like what I read on and that, I mean, I feel like I have a good understanding of what to expect from the game. Because like based on what I've read, Aloy there, who you play as again, of course, tends to have. Oh, look at that! See, there's the well key. That's got to be the key we needed. Isn't a very good character this time around because of, it's one of those things where they had a complete character arc for her in the first game, and then because I guess the writers couldn't think of what to do next, they kind of have her regress so that she's kind of shit again, And it's like one of those things where it's like if you played the first one, then it's kind of weird because she just kind of like throws a lot of stuff that she learned in the first game away in order to have progress in this game and stuff like that. But I mean, that's to be expected from most games that are like Horizon, because like the first Horizon had a had a very good and a complete character arc. And in most games like that, if they make a sequel where you play as the same character, it does kind of lose something, right? With it, which is why, like, for how much, I don't know, like Borderlands, right? Like every Borderlands game, you do play as new characters, but the old characters are still there, but their story arcs are complete. So they can have they can be there and whatnot, right? But since you're not them, they don't need to worry about character progression or anything. Now, granted, in Borderlands, because of the way everything works, there isn't really all that much for character progression. Your character generally starts as, oh my god, I'm going to kill everything, yeah, find the vault, and generally ends the exact same way. It's really bright webbing with this candlelight spell. But with a game like Horizon, where the main character actually has a personality and actually grows as an individual, takes lessons from what she sees and does and everything, right? As soon as you make a sequel with that, it's like her character arc is complete, and for some reason writers for games and that tend to have an issue keeping their arc complete, and they always like regress the character in some way. Scorm and his dog shall never take us alive. Forelhost has foreseen the return of the dragons and has given instructions that we are to poison the well. Better that we should die than fall into the hands of these infidels. They have forgotten that the gods were once dragons, and shall give us life once again when they return. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on what you count as life. I mean, as a Draugr, you don't seem to have too much life. So, I mean, take that for what you will. I mean, I guess technically you're correct. Your body is walking around again and doing stuff, but once again, I don't know if you'd really want to consider that life. Oh, fuck off with these traps. Alright. Oh my. But yeah, I'm still looking forward to playing it. Because, like, it's funny, though, because one of the things, he said that basically, well, actually, to be fair, I don't think it was him that said it about Horizon, but somebody else was like, it's basically just, you know, you look at the map and go to each location. It's just, like, you know, your check marks, right? And, I mean, it's like, I love playing games like that. I mean, my favorite thing to do in games. Even if that isn't the point of the game, I still end up doing that in games. Okay, I'm done with finding or getting the rest of them.
Huh?
Oh, goody. Which reminds me, before we go into Thieves Guild, I am going to have to... make myself some new stealth armor, aren't I? Although, well, I don't know. I feel like I probably should. We good? Good. Because I could definitely use some more stealth for when we go in there. Because I don't even know what level my sneak is at. Magic that is. No, that's the right way. My sneak is only up to 64, so. In an era far across the seas of time, it has been foreseen that Alduin shall return to cleanse the land in the fires of his wrath. Ragot is right, the walls will soon be breached by the heretics, and we must secure the inner sanctum. Do not fear the embrace of death, for it shall last only till the dragons rise again. Then we too shall walk the lands and bring back the true faith. I mean, once again, you're walking the lands, but I don't think you're bringing back any faith. You know, walking around going... I mean, even if you're in there, your vocal cords... Oh my god, I'm not searching all those. Fuck no. It's way too many. Okay, so there's an iron door I can open, and this is probably how we come back then. Alright, well, let's keep going. I mean, we're going to have the end of this at some point today. Let's see, how long have we been going, actually? 45 minutes. Damn, way longer than I thought. Okay, well, let's just get this out of the way. Now, granted, this candlelight spell obviously does affect... Oh my lord, you two. Fucking rabbits are going nuts behind me in their cage. They even knocked their water bottle off its holder. Crazy things. Oh, get that in there too, why not? More fire. I say as Brelina summons a Frost Atronach. And is it really? Good God, another Death Lord. Oh, I think I just killed her. No, maybe not. But yeah, this is a long ass one. This might be the end of our video, which is a shame, because do I do an entire video for the last few locations? All the blossoms are to be harvested at once and brought up to the alchemical lab. Then clear space and begin burial of the children's bodies. Well, that's pleasant. So what, made sure you killed the kids first? I mean, I guess you can't really trust them to kill themselves afterwards, now can you? Okay. I mean, like, I know that you trusted that you were coming back. But I mean, what use would the dragons have for children? Alright. Oh. Ah, come on. Yeah, there you go. And we're almost halfway up lockpicking. And to be fair, the first half of lockpicking isn't nearly as intense as like the literal final fucking level of it, but are you bouncing around over there because you're paralyzed? Yep. Okay. Oh, I did not want the sword, thanks. Keep that. Okay. Man, is it just me or is it like extra dark on this game today? I mean, it could, and the reason I'm asking is because like it could very well just be me because like the sun is shining through my window right now, and it may very well just be making my screen look darker. Okay, you can have that back because I did not mean to pick it up. Okay, well this is interesting. Come on, get the little bits of gold. Flame spell tome. Yeah, I think I'll leave that there on the off chance that it's a trap. Not that worried about a trap, but okay. So now, wasn't there another door here down here though? Pretty sure I saw it before I had to fight more things. Was that just me then? I could have swore I saw another door and it was like gated off. The fuck was... Oh. Pricks in their fire runes. I say as somebody who used to use a bunch of them. Yeah, here it is. No, that's the other side of it. Damn it. I think I had found the other side of that door. I mean, it would have to be around here, right? I mean, clearly not right here. Ah, there it is. Boop. Knew I had seen it. Alright, up we go. This way. Yeah. No more. Okay, what do we got here, though? Oh, a glass dragon claw. I think the snake was second on that. A fucking master lock door again. What is with all the master... Are locks leveled? I don't think so. I will say there are way more high-level locks in this game than in... Oh, good Christ. Really? Oh my god, so annoying. I get up, and then I have to fucking find which direction I'm facing, and then I just go and kick his ass. So annoying that they gave so many of these fuckers. Well, I guess technically they gave like one of them the full Fusro Da, but, you know, unfortunately, there's... As we level up, we find more and more of them. Oh. Damn it. It was somewhere around there, though. Right? It was like just a little... Damn it. Where the fuck was it? Oh, come on. Hate master locks. Oh, fuck you. It's such a small fucking window. Oh my lord, are you shitting me? See, this is why people think that it's worth it to keep the skeleton key instead of finishing the Thieves Guild quest line. Because then you don't have to worry about it breaking, you can just keep adjusting over and over again until you get it. But, I mean, yes, we're going through a huge amount of lockpicks right here, but, I mean, in the end, we're still going to have well over 100 of them. And here's why people hate the fact that master locks exist, because just because it's a master lock does not mean there's anything useful. Like this here, this is a master lock door. But guess what? We can see in there, and there's nothing. All it is to disable this trap and take this petty soul gem. That is all that door is for. Why is it a master lock? It makes no sense that that would be a master lock door. None whatsoever. There, perfect. Lockpick. Man, I'm glad I only have one more video to record after this, because in all honesty, I don't even feel like recording that one, but... And I mean, technically I don't, because, I mean, it would be Saturday's video, which means that I have basically a week to, Shut up, Fusro, shut your fucking mouth. Alright. You know, Brainlina, you could be a little faster on that paralyze there. Like, as soon as you hear Fus, just paralyze. Now, granted, I could do the same thing, but, you know, still. Oh. I saw the trap, but it was too late. There's another Draugr prick around here somewhere. No! I saw you lean back to start it. And no, you don't get to. It also makes no sense that there's that many Draugr down here. Like, they made it sound like being able to shout like that was, like, super rare. And then, because I'm the level I am, it's like so everybody back then could do it. I want to say the middle one is a dragonfly. Or, like, the dragon symbol there, but... It's the only thing I realized. Oh, I was also very wrong. Wolf, bird, snake, or dragon, whatever the fuck it is. Snake it is. I mean, if we're at this door, that must mean that we're getting close to the end of this place. Nice big staircase. This has got to be the end. Regot. Goodbye. Bone meal, the balcony key. Alright, now to deal with all of these guys. Enough! Fucking Christ! Oh. Like, fuck. Die already. So many of them. And the fights with them would be so much easier if ranged attack magic actually did a lot of damage, but unfortunately it doesn't. Okay, so we got the mask. No word wall down here though, that's unusual. Normally if we get a dragon priest, we get at least a word wall. Well, maybe it's up ahead. But either way, we got the mask that the guy wanted. Obviously we're gonna end up keeping that. Yeah, I mean, I guess there isn't. Oh, I see. Nope, they cannot. So apparently the dragon cultists used to actually drop stuff, but as you saw, not a single drop from any of them. So clearly that got patched out for some reason. I guess we don't get. To be fair, that makes sense because I don't really remember this one very. Oh no, there it is. I was gonna say because I don't really remember this place very well. So generally, if there's a storm call, that's a cool one. Because obviously the Dragon Priest masks aren't necessary for achievements, but the word walls are. So were they just waiting until somebody showed up?
The research I've done seems to indicate that Scorm Snow... Oh, hold on, I can explain. Huh? Here we go!
The entrance key, why not? You will proceed to the ruins of Forelhost to retrieve the mask from the dragon cult there. If you are discovered, impersonate an officer. It is unlikely that anyone from Skyrim will be clever enough to see through the disguise. Once you obtain the mask, bring it to Labyrinthian. Interesting. So that is a clue that once you have all the masks, you can take them to Labyrinthian to unlock something. Obviously, actually, to be fair, I was going to say obviously we still don't have all the masks, but I mean... Well, no, obviously we don't, because I do believe that there's one mask that you only get during the, like, one of the final bits of the main quest line, maybe. I say that not being 100% sure.
Huh?
But either way, we can go over here. Diamond Claw, Glass Claw. Okay, so we have Ebony and Diamond Claws left, so we still have some more runes. Don't have... That's the guy we just got. Got 1, 2... I think maybe just 2 left. But we don't have that many locations left is the thing. Do we get anything else that gets put up? I don't think so. Let's see, what the fuck do we have here? The Dragon Priest Staff I'll keep because that's... thing that goes in there. Yeah, we actually didn't get a whole lot. Alright. Those go in there. So those. That goes in here. Alright. It's good enough for now. Alright. So that took us to an hour. So yeah, we'll end the part here. And then next part, I don't know. Maybe we'll clear the rest of the locations. And I'll look up the Dragon Priest mask to see where the last ones are. Because by the looks of it, we've only got like 3 more locations. So if I look up where the other masts are, I can at least see, because I don't recall any of them being in Thieves Guild or Dark Brotherhood locations. And like I said, I think that there's one that you get during the main game. Actually, there might be 2, because we have the Jagged Crown, right? Maybe there's a Dragon Priest guarding that, but I don't think so. So, but anyway, yeah, like I said, we've only got 3 that I can see from a quick glance, but I'm pretty sure 3 is correct. Locations left. So next time we'll quickly knock those out. Maybe go hunting some Dragon Priests or something, and then next week we can start in on the Thieves Guild. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you on Saturday for more.